Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am playing in some brand new and new to me re-releases from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I picked up a couple, maybe more than a couple highlighters. I picked up the blush and bronzer duos as well as a radiant powder, and I am just going to be playing in them all today. So if you'd like to see that and some swatches, just stay tuned. One of the newest things to her lineup is the bronzing and blush duos. I picked up two different shades. I have Warm Flush and Stay Golden, and then Stay Rosy and Yummy Toffee. I have one on both cheeks, so you guys will be able to see the difference in those. The packaging is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, I have my fingerprints all over them already, but I don't care. It's still so pretty. They're weighted, they feel luxe in your hands, and then when you open it, like, they open up pretty easily. They have a nice, like, you have to push it down. It doesn't just shut, so you do have to press, but then when you open it, it's much easier, and it just feels so nice and luxe. And you have a gorgeous mirror on the inside, even Jaclyn Hill written on the inside, and then the bronzer and blush. Oh, I love it. This is just gorgeous to me. And then the names are also on the back. Here are the swatches for Warm Flush and Golden Goddess, and then Stay Rosy and Yummy Toffee. The duos retail for $36, and on the website it reads, build a flawlessly blended sun-kissed bronze look. These complementary soft matte bronzer and satin blush shades deliver a soft focused blurred finish and a brush on like second skin. Each blush and bronzer is hand poured in Italy using the same proprietary filling process as Accent Light Highlighter. These come in 7 different duos. I picked up a new shade of the Beaming Light Loose Highlighter in Hypnotic. This is really pretty. Spoiler alert, this is really pretty, and it retails for $24. Hypnotic is described as a dazzling amethyst, and you can kind of see this on my inner corner right here the most. I do have it on, but then I was playing with other stuff as well. The Beaming Light Highlighting Powder is described as enriched with superfine lustrous pearls, and it's designed to give an intense, buildable, wet shine look. And then I picked up 3 highlights because I couldn't make up my mind. I was like, I want Mesmerize, but then I also want Ice, but oh yeah, I also, it just, So I got 3. I don't think any of these are new shades, but they are new to me, and I am going to show you what they look like. They come in this gorgeous packaging. I love the gold. I love the gold. It's just so pretty. And you also, again, get a mirror on the inside, and it still says Jaclyn. The formula is so creamy. The shades that I got are Ice, described as a lustrous ice champagne, Sparks, lustrous frosted gold, and Mesmerized, lustrous soft peach. And then lastly, I picked up one of the Luminous powders. This is one thing that I have been wanting to try out. Well, I've been wanting to try out the highlights and everything that was released beforehand, but I really wanted to try out this powder. It's the Luminous powder, and I got the shade Carrots. This is what the packaging looks like. It's like a bigger version of the loose highlighter. See, like, this is the little baby, and this is the bigger one. Correction, it is the Mood Light Luminous powder. It retails for $32, and the description reads that it brings out the inner glow with a magically luminous powder. Infused with diamond and rose quartz powders, this multi-purpose formula blurs imperfections, enhances your complexion, and delivers a radiant finish. Carrots is described as a soft golden glow, and it retails for 32 doll hairs. All right, now you guys have seen the swatches. You've got the 411, and I am going to go ahead and start applying these things to my face. For the sake of comparing the bronzers, I am going to use the same brush, and they are both clean. They are both Royal & Lang Nickel BOM 36s, and I would say it's a medium density brush, and they are natural hair. The first shade I have right here, the packaging is so beautiful. This is sleek, nice packaging, like high end. I love this packaging. All right, this is Warm Flush and Golden Goddess. All right, I'm looking at these for the first time right now. This is Yummy Toffee and Stay Rosy. Even the boxes that they come in are really, really nice. Oh, there's not a big difference here. Hold on. I'm looking at them in the mirror so I can kind of see. I think this one is a little bit lighter maybe. There's not a big difference in these. That's interesting. Let's see if they apply differently on the face. So I guess it doesn't really matter which one I decide to go with. Warm Flush and Golden Goddess is going to go on this side. The texture is so nice. Like, it's really, really nice. I like the texture of it. All right, going in with the BOM 36. Let's see. So it's definitely a sheer formula, which I do not mind. I do not mind. Just initially though, that's a pretty color on me. Soft and natural. But let's see if I can build it up. I feel like the bronzer is pretty, it has a pink undertone to it. And I do think that that built up. I probably wouldn't try to go any further than this. The texture seems nice. Let me get a closer look. Yeah, the texture seems nice. On the forehead. I feel like I could use this as a blush. I really do. Bring a little bit down on my neck and chin. I like the texture of it. It's very natural. The color is pretty. I'm not used to like the pinky undertone, but it is pretty. I don't feel like it looks dry or anything like that. But I wouldn't say that it would build up any further than this. I think that if I tried to do that, it would look cakey. Picking up my clean brush, I'm now going in with Stay Rosy and Yummy Coffee. All right, let's see if it's any different. Okay, immediately this one's darker. This is definitely darker. Okay, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful with this one. I'm gonna buff this one out. I was scared. There's a little spot right here. It's hairspray. I was not willing to redo my entire face all over me, accidentally spraying a little bit of hairspray. You know, whenever you hit the bottle, it gets like crusty and you don't notice, and then when it sprays, it goes everywhere. Yeah, that happened to this side of my face. So if you see that, it's not the product. It is definitely my hairspray. I'm going to take Golden Goddess, and I am going to use this on my eye on this side. Yeah, it's definitely got a pink undertone to it. I love this in my crease. I'm not going to do a whole lot of work on my eyes today. And this is a Tom Ford number 11, by the way. I'm going to go and do my nose. Royal Inlay Nickel BOM 47. I'm just popping that right underneath my lower lash line. It's like one of my favorite looks to do. If I'm running out the door, it's like bronzer, blush, highlight, bye. And I always use them on my eyes. Yummy Toffee on the opposite eye. I'm going to add a little bit of this to the nose. Just kind of mix them. I love this color. This bronzer color is beautiful. BOM 47, again underneath the lower lashes. Now for the blush, I'm going to go in again with the same brush. One is just full size handle and the other one is the travel size. Both of them are Refer number 4s. Warm Flush for my right side. That's one layer. I am going to build it up just a little bit. I'm going to build it up further back. It gives the skin just like a tiny, tiny glow. Nothing that's overwhelming. Now Stay Rosy for my left side. I don't see a huge difference in the blush. I think this one's slightly darker. This one might be slightly more pink, but not a big difference in those. But overall, with the bronzer, I don't know, I think no, I think I just like this side. I like them both, but this is my favorite. I went ahead and sprayed my face with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and I do mean a little bit, but I wanted all the powders to really sink into my face before I go in with highlight. The first one I want to try out is this right here. It is the new loose highlighter in Hypnotic. I'm going to place this on. Ooh, that's pretty. It definitely has a purple tone to it. Ooh, I like that a lot. And this is a Linda Hallberg 306, by the way. This is the highlight packaging, and again, like, this is gorgeous. She really, really did a great job with the packaging. It's a little bulky. If that bothers you, just something to note. It does not bother me. It's very, I like how easy it lifts up. And Jaclyn being in here and then the mirror, it's just beautiful. It's truly beautiful. And this looks like it's going to have like a duochrome shift to it. So I'm going to take the same brush, the 306 from Linda Hallberg, and I did wipe it off, and I'm going to, don't want that much. That is really beautiful. It does add a little bit of texture, but it doesn't look dry. And then I have slightly more intense highlights. I picked up Iced. That is this one right here. Like, yeah, slightly more intense. And then I also got Sparks. This one. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna take Iced and I am gonna use that on this side. Oh, yeah, there we go. Right like that. This is definitely much more intense on my skin tone than Mesmerized. But I like how Mesmerized kind of mixed into my blush, and it was just a little less obvious, but still had that beautiful shine. I'm wiping off on my pants. Just gonna do a little, and then blend. Sparks. Again, same spot. Okay, this one is not as intense. Oh, it's still intense, but like this one is more golden. And this one's like white. Don't worry, I'm going to take this down a notch or 10. I'm going to go in with my Fenty powder in Lavender. And I am going to go on my pores and then right around the edges of the highlight so that I can soften it up. Make everything just a little bit more diffused. Makes such a difference. Refer 21, I'm going back in with Mesmerize. I'm going to put this right underneath my brow arch. And then I'm going to take Hypnotic and I'm going to use it wet on my Lunar Beauty E4. And I'm going to apply that right on the inner corner. Buff it out just a little bit. And then there's one more thing that I picked up, and it is the Luminous powder in the shade Carrots. I want to just do a little dusting of this on my forehead, maybe on my chin, and just like add a little bit more glow. There's some in the cap. I'm going to use my Wayne Goss medium artist brush. Ooh, knock off some of that. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh yes, this is what I'm talking about. This is something I will use all the time. And I don't think this has cornstarch in it. I believe the other products do, but I don't think this does. Like, look at that. Oh, I love this. And it's so finely milled. All right, I'm gonna go add on my interim liner, mascara, my little freckle back in, and I'll be right back. For my thoughts, I'm going to start off with the pressed highlighters. I definitely see what everybody was raving about. This formula is truly beautiful. It's very smooth. It is going to add just a little bit of texture, but most highlighters do. What I like is that it doesn't look dry and it doesn't emphasize it too much. You can really sheer these out or build them up and they just look gorgeous. My favorite shade is Mesmerized. It's described as a peach, but I feel like it has a slight, I don't know, like it has a slight duochrome, just barely. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's like pink and slightly golden as well. And it just melts into my blush and my skin tone really, really nicely. I'm gonna swatch it. I mean, on my finger, I see the peach, especially straight on, but when I go like this, can you guys see that slight pinkiness to it? So it's like golden, peachy pink. It is so, so pretty. I love this one, and the other ones I wouldn't say are as special of a color, but they are a good formula. I do like them. However, they do have cornstarch in them, and so I won't be using them all the time. However, it's not a setting powder and it's not a cream product, so I will use them every once in a while, but I won't be going through these because of the cornstarch. I will end up with bumps all over my face if I continuously do it. If I just do it once in a while, we're okay. Now, the Hypnotic Loose Highlight, this is so pretty. This to me is special. There's not many purpley toned highlights out there that I think are really gorgeous, and this almost no texture. Like when I put this on, it melted into my skin, and I could definitely build it up, but I think it would have looked a little taupey had I done that on my cheeks, but you can see it built up a little bit more on my inner corner. This is stunning. The powder is my favorite. Out of everything, I mean, I love highlight, but I don't highlight as much as I used to. This powder is so pretty. This is going to be one of my new lit from within type of highlighters. Yeah, I can dust it all over. I actually would not suggest this to try to blur imperfections. It's kind of like the Lancome powder, the Absolute. If I use that all over to even buff with, if I use too much or put it in the wrong spot, it is definitely going to emphasize my pores or any texture that's on my face. So I have to be very specific with where I place something like this, but I love glowy powders, especially ones that aren't chunky, that are so fine. This is so finely milled. It's beautiful. So I'll be putting this on my chin. I will gladly use this on the tops of my cheekbones, on my forehead. I know you can't really see my forehead right now, but this is definitely one of my favorite products. I really like the formula of the bronzer and blush duos, and again, the packaging, like these are heavy. These are heavy, but I definitely don't think that you need both. I was a little concerned with the bronzers at first, like just looking at them, they look like they're gonna be the same color. The blush to me is a little bit more similar than what the bronzer is, but there is something that I wanna mention, and that is the descriptions on them. So on this side, this is the lighter side, and I'm a light medium skin tone. Not medium, but not light, right in between. I don't think that this would show up on a medium skin tone, and it's described as showing up for light to medium, and I just want to mention that I don't think that this is going to work well for somebody who is medium, and I could be wrong, but it's not something that I would suggest. I would suggest this for somebody who is between fair light to someone like me who is a light medium, but not all the way to medium. And that's this one right here, Warm Flush and Golden Goddess. This one's definitely the favorite for me personally. I like the pigmentation of it. I like the color. Again, blushes are very similar, but I like the bronzer in here better. It's just a little bit darker, a little bit warmer. I don't know if you guys could see that, but I'm telling you, in person, I feel like this side is just a little bit pinker. This is the shade Stay Rosy and Yummy Toffee, and it's described as being for medium to tan with warm undertones. Now, I don't know about tan. I think this would definitely work on medium, but I don't know about tan. So these might be just a shade off in the description, but I don't know because obviously I am not a tan skin tone. I would be able to tell you in the summer if I could still use it, but I will say that this one's definitely darker, but the blush is very similar. If you're interested in these shades in particular, I don't think that you need both. I would say pick one and just stick with that because you definitely don't need to have them both. Now, also I want to mention these do have cornstarch in them as well, and I'm not talking about the food cornstarch, I'm talking about the makeup ingredients. So anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.